Hello students, now we have some brief discussion about consideration. Consideration nothing but you can say something in return. It need not be in money value, okay? It is not necessary that you should pay in money value. Or you can say the price paid for the contract, okay? So as you know, without consideration, contract is void. Generally, this is in general rule is without consideration, contract is void. We'll discuss after this video what are the cases, exceptions where even without consideration, contract is valid. For example, Dilip Kumar sold car to Amitabh Bachchan for rupees 5 lakhs. Okay. Now, what is the consideration for Dilip Kumar? It is money. And what is the consideration for Amitabh Bachchan? It is car. Okay. So, this is what we discussed. Now, we have discussed what is consideration. It may be something returned or it may be price paid for the contract. Okay. Keep in mind, it did not mean money value. Okay. And we'll find out what are the essential elements of the consideration. It must move at the desire of the promiser. As we discussed, the promiser is a person who promises to do an act, a specified act, or not to do an act. Okay, so this should move, must move. Okay, it is mandatory that consideration should move from the promiser point of view, not from the promisee point of view. Okay. Second, it may move from the promisee or any other person, or else first condition is it should move from the promiser angle, promiser point of view, and it may also move from the promisee. Now remember, what is the promiser in this case? In this case, promiser is Dilip Kumar, promisee is Amitabh Bachchan. Okay. So what the Indian Contract Act says that in Indian Contract Act 1872, the consideration must move at the desire of the promiser. Okay. The third point, it must be real, not illusion. That means it should not be like imaginary. It should be real. It may be in money value, or it may be in other. It may be in other sense also. Okay, other material also. So it may not be necessary in money value. Okay, the consideration may be present, past, or future. Okay, present means the contract has been, agreement is formed, contract has been executed, price has been paid. Past means whatever the past you have done the work, you pay the money to that party. This past consideration. Future means you're going to do some, the contract is in the future, going to do some work in the future. You have to perform the obligations in the future also. That is also future consideration. So it may be present consideration, past consideration, or future consideration. Next, fifth point, it must be lawful, not illegal. Suppose you are paying the amount to a person to kill a particular person, and that is not a legal one, it is a legal one. Okay, so in that case it is not valid, it should be legal one. Okay. Next, consideration need not be adequate. Means, suppose I purchased a laptop, and laptop cost is, let us say, 1 lakh rupees. After 1 month I sold the laptop for 10,000. So you cannot say it is not adequate one. Okay, the court will decide it. Generally, it did not be adequate. Say less than, when I can sell a laptop for 10 rupees also. That is also called consideration. It did not be adequate. That means you cannot say less money, that's no consideration. No. Now let's go some case discussion. Case between Durga Prasad versus Baldev, and this is with regard to the consideration should move at the desire of the promiser. Okay. Now let us discuss the case. In this case, one of the party decided to build a market, okay, for sellers. You want to build a market for sellers on the behest of collector. District collector had requested him to build a market. There is no market location, to build a market for the sellers. Okay, collector has requested one of the party to build a market for the sellers. Okay, now the seller, a group of sellers, the sellers promised Mr. Mr. One of the party who built the market. So, say Durga Prasad is a party who decided to construct the market for sellers on behalf of collector. Collector has requested him. Sellers have agreed. Sellers have promised Mr. Durga Prasad that he will pay some commission. He will pay some commission on the product sold to Durga Prasad. Okay, so the consideration is not moving from the seller's point of view. So seller is not promiser. Collector is requesting the Durga Prasad to construct the market. Later on, what happened? The sellers failed to pay the commission, and Durga Prasad filed a case against the seller. That is, Baldev is the seller. Baldev is the seller. Durga Prasad is a party who construct the market on behalf of the collector. So seller, that is Baldev, failed to pay the commission, and Durga Prasad filed a suit against the seller, that is Baldev. The court says that the consideration that something returned is not moved from the promisor itself. You have built a market on behalf of collector, not on the request of the sellers. That means it should move. Consideration should move from on behalf of the promisor. In this case, promisor is the collector. Okay, and the seller, Baldev, is not the promisor. Okay, so the consideration should move from the promisor. So promisor is the person. Durga Prasad is a promisor. Okay, seller is a promisee. He has constructed the market on behalf of collector only, not on behalf of sellers. Therefore, the court says there is no consideration between the Baldev seller and Durga Prasad. If there is no consideration, as we know, if there is no consideration, there is contract is void. Okay, this is void contract. Contract is not valid because there is no consideration. Okay, why? Because again, I'm repeating it. The consideration should move from the Durga Prasad, promisor, not from the promisee. Okay. Now, the seller has not requested Durga Prasad to construct the market. The collector has requested. Okay. So, therefore, the promisor has built the market on behalf of the collector. Okay. So, he cannot file a case against the seller because he is not a promisor. He has not promised him. He is a promisee, he has not promised him. So this is what the case, but the consideration should move compulsory from the promisor point of view, not from the promisee. It may move from the promisee, but it should compulsory. Is a must in the Indian contract, right? It should move from the promisor. Okay. Otherwise, what happens if consideration moves from the promisee? It is not a valid contract. Okay. Indian contract as says it is a must compulsory to move the desire from the promisor point of view. Another case, Chinnaya vs. Ramaya. Now this case deals with second point. It may move from the promisee or any other person. I told you first option is compulsory and there is second option. Now Chinnaya versus Ramaya. Chinnaya is a sister of a grandmother. She is a sister of an old woman, and Ramaya is her daughter. Ramaya is daughter of old woman. This old woman gifted a property to Ramaya on one agreement that Ramaya should pay annual maintenance, okay, regularly to old woman sister, that is Chinnaya. Okay, what happened? She has transferred the documents to her daughter, and after 1 year she stopped paying maintenance to the old woman sister. Okay, the sister, third party, filed a case against Ramaya stating that the old woman has promised on one condition to pay annual maintenance to her sister. So therefore, the court says that the consideration may move from the promisee or any other person, and the sister is any other person. Maybe sister, there is no consideration between the sister and Ramaya, daughter, the old woman sister and Ramaya, but it may move, consideration may move from the promisee or any other person or third party person. Okay, this is about the case studies you have to write in the examination about consideration. We will discuss about what is consideration, what are the essential elements of consideration. Okay, and some two important case studies. One is Durga Prasad versus Baldev, another is Chinnaya versus Ramaya.